Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Culture Corner here on the Serenity Resource Connector, brought to you in partnership with the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission and our program partners, Serenity Consulting Services, Sha-Gore Aggregates Limited, Cousins Construction Services Limited, and National Serve Wholesale. I am Winsome Sharia Witter, founder of Serenity Consulting Services, host and producer for the Serenity Resource Connector. If this is your first time tuning in, whether you're joining us live or you're watching the replay, it is really a pleasure to have you here. A warm welcome to you. And don't forget to subscribe and share this episode so others will see a lot more about Culture Corner and join us each first Thursday when we go live, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Jamaica Festival Song Competition and, of course, Jamaica's 60th Independence Celebrations. And to get that done, let me invite on guests for this episode, Sir Orville Hill, the chairman of the Festival Song Competition himself, Justice of the Peace, also a member of the Board of Commissioners there at the JCDC. And I was really fascinated when I learned that he's also the General Manager for Finance at Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF. That team is doing some really awesome work in the different communities across Jamaica. So, Sir Hill, welcome to the Serenity Resource Connector space.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Thanks for having me and certainly for your kind words.
Awesome. Great to have you. Great to have you. And of course, Lady Leyden-Kirton is no stranger to us here on the Serenity Resource Connector Culture Corner. And so we welcome you back, Lady Kirton.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to every first Thursday of the month. I know I'm going to be spending time with you and with
Oh,
all your viewers and those who are listening in. So, thank you for having us.
awesome. All right. So it's all the excitement went on about the festival song competition and it was made the headlines, some big things. And I know Sir Hill must have been feeling really good. But before we get into that aspect of it, Sir Hill, give us a little background on the competition.
Okay, as you said, we are at that time of the year again in terms of our independence celebration. And the Festival Song Competition is, you could say, a cornerstone. It is the center of our whole independence celebration. And so we know Jamaicans are passionate about our Festival Song
Yeah.
Competition, right? And nonetheless, the initial issue that triggered so much controversy was one that we looked at the number of entries that came in,
Right.
and they, of course, you are aware that we had an expert panel of judges,
Yes, yes.
and the judges went through to evaluate all the entries, and coming out of that, the quality generally was agreed to be very, you could say, less than what we expected.
Right.
And the songs that were selected to go through that could compete was, as you recognize, a low number, only three. And it
Yes.
was always the intention, however, let me be clear about this. While the initial announcement indicated that we would not have the festival song competition, nonetheless, we would have a festival song
Indeed.
to take us into the celebration. So
Right.
just to, create a separation between the two,
Right.
because we know that Jamaicans are, attached to our celebration at this time. So naturally, we would always intended to have a festival song to take us into our independence celebration. But as history has it, the voices came out,
Yeah.
and naturally we yielded. And it's interesting to note that in the initial request for entries, which went out from as early as October, November last year, 2021, and it was
Wow.
not closed until mid-March 2022, and we only got 100, I think it was 123 or thereabout entries, and we reopened it
33,
for a week.
133. Yes,
133, and we reopened it for a week, and we got over 200 entries in a week.
in a week.
Look at that. But that's a great sign that we are indeed preserving the culture, because it's a
Yes,
part of the
yes,
culture,
yes,
and it's good
yes,
that we have so many Jamaicans who are adamant that they want the competition, because there's
yes. And our
something
people
about,
have spoken loudly that in
yes,
fact they want the competition. They do intend for it to be continue to be a part of our history. And in that context, we continue. So, having received the additional entries, we went through the whole process again with our expert judging panel. And right now, we have selected our final 10.
yeah,
The 10 songs are there. I think it's a great group of songs covering a number of different genre of music, each
yeah,
person coming with their personal style. And though the period is relatively short, I do expect for there to be good competition among the 10. And
oh,
it will be good.
indeed. And we're going to talk a little more about that, as what exactly to expect leading up to the finals. But before we get there, let's hear some of these songs. We have them lined up, so let's listen to them. All right, so we're going to hear from Des. That's Boyd, Jamaica
Yes, I
Sweet
Boyd.
again. It's Des I
Yes, I
Boyd.
Boyd.
All right, Des I Boyd, Jamaica Sweet again, and then Inspire, Jamaica Nice again.
Yes.
All right, let's take those two and then we get back to.
I'm dreaming of a place where people can be free, to live a full life, good for you and me. And in this place, we'll find tranquility, feel so free, like the birds and the bee. Yeah, me place nice again. Yeah, me place nice again. Jamaica is nice again. Yeah, me place nice again. Me place get sweet again. Yeah, me place sweet again. Jamaica is sweet again. Yeah, me place nice again. Me tell me clap it is everyone a hustle, because them friends every nickel make a muckle. And all something me see some people a juggle. Me never know say out of that could have come something. And when I stop from fool, I start to fall cool. They put down the peace, gone in a case piece. So every night party on the corner. Every man a flex, try to find my order. Me place nice again. Yeah, me place nice again. Jamaica is nice again. Yeah, me place nice again. Me place get.
All right, let's go to
Wow.
the next one.
Yes! Inspire come to deliver the good news. Hey! Tell everybody. Jamaica nice again. Jamaica nice again. Jamaica nice again. Yes! Let me tell you where it all started. Do you remember 1960? Yes. On the 6th of August was the sweetest news. All over the newspaper. Independence Day, the whole island a celebrate. Some a jump and a prance and a dance all night and day. So call up your friend them. Call up your neighbor and your friend. Tell them Jamaica nice again. Yes. Call all the tourist traveler then. Tell them Jamaica nice again. Yes. Jamaica nice again. Yes. Jamaica nice again. Yes. Jamaica nice again. Alright, let me take you on a tour now. Big celebration down in some shop square. Make a stop in a Ho Chi Minh River. highway to Victoria Pier. Then we jump on a boat to Port Royal from there. All aboard. Call up your neighbor and your friend. Tell them Jamaica nice again. Call all the tourist traveler then. Tell them Jamaica nice again. Yes, Jamaica nice again.
All right, Jamaica nice again.
All right. So just to interject, Winsome, and just the competition is one that seeks to highlight writing skills and the creativity of our writers. So just to indicate that those two songs were actually written by the same performer, which is the first one was Desmond Boyd, the second one Lionel Bernard. So both of them were the writer and performer of the songs. And of course, to note that the one with Desi Boyd was produced by Carl Morris, and Inspire was produced by Dale Virgo, because the three critical areas of our music do come together to give us the quality sound that we listen to each year, and literally when our music are produced, because the writer, we need to make sure, you know, our writers bring out that creative talent and put the issue of the expression together that actually we are renowned for. And of course, our producers has a critical role in putting on the finishing touch. So,
amazing.
You know, just to recognize the different elements.
All right, that's great. All right, so let's take two more and then you tell us some more about these two. So we have Another Man, Out of Many, and then Magic Flute, I'm a Proud Jamaican. Take that.
Oh yo! Oh yo 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 yo! Oh yo 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 yo! Oh yo! Oh yo 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 yo! Oh yo 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 yo! Me no want nobody tell me nothing bad about my place. My place. Jamaica me born and grow. I will never migrate. Me know about 14 parishes. Don't tell me nothing about states. Welcome to Jamaica. This is the land of the greats. All when them gone well, me know them mind still left back home. Because of the music party and the yaki and the rum and the sound at drum. All when them gone well, me know them mind still left back home. Jamaica have the best tourist attraction, so no call us danger zone. Out of many, we are one people. And we don't have this man a penny, we show love all season. Out of many, we are one people. And we don't have this man a penny, we show love all season. Yeah. Aki and Salty and Rosiam. Hi. Jamaicans, wave the black, green and gold. Now we celebrating 60 years, we inviting both young and old. Ackee and saltfish with roast yam, breadfruit a roast out the door. Enough for everyone, so help me sing along. This part of we culture we love. Jamaica nice, we love the country, jump and the dance. I'm a proud Jamaican, I'm a born Jamaican. Jamaica nice, we love the culture, jump and the dance. I'm a proud Jamaican, I'm a born Jamaican. Elders a play and me knows at the chill spot. One crate a beer when the sick drop. When we athletes them on the racetrack. Then the time that you hear pat cover knock. So it no matter if a sun or you in a the snow. When you see a Jamaican you we know. Out of many we are one, that's how we stay strong. Jamaica glow so it show. Jamaica nice, we love the culture, jump and we dance. I'm a proud Jamaican, yes I'm a born Jamaican.
Right. right. All
Okay,
right.
so two additional great songs for the competition. And of course, Nazman, which was the first one you just played in the second segment, is no
Yes.
stranger to the competition. Because Nazman has been a former winner of the competition
Okay.
already. So he is no stranger to the competition. His name is O'Neill Scott, and actually he actually is. You find a number of the songs, the writer and the performer are one and the same. So he
Wow.
also is the writer and the performer for Out of Many, which is his song, and it's
Right.
produced by Christopher Terrell. Magic Flute is actually the performer, and he is the co-writer. His name
Okay.
is Joshua Beckford, and the writing was done by himself and David Lucane. And David also now participate in the production of the song, and David partnered with Owen Renal in terms of producing it. So you have collaboration in terms of
Yes.
the song performed by Magic Flute.
Amazing. And that's what we want.
Yes, definitely.
Bring back the people back together. All right. Margaret Wade, blessed evening to you too. We have some live viewers here. So just acknowledge. And for the others who are joining us live, continue to enjoy these festival songs as we hear some more about them. So we're going to take two more. 1 1 with 60, Orchid with Diamond Jubilee. Let's hear them.
Happy anniversary, Jam Rock. Happy birthday. It's 1-1. Thank God we live for see 60. And the little problem we see, make we fix it. Look when we live for see, if you tell me picking it. Can't believe somebody been tickle me. Little, we turn it up. Anywhere we go, we burn it up. And we go, and they going tough. Now have much, but we have enough. Now make me say please, pass me a plate of the rice and peas. Bake a cake for moments like these. What a way the celebration sweet. Thank God we live for C60. And the little problem we see, make we fix it. Look when we live for see, if you tell me picking it. Can't believe somebody been tickle me. At the time for we diamond jubilee. At the time for we diamond jubilee. At the time now for we anniversary.
Let's hear Diamond Jubilee.
Hooray! We've come a long way. It's a diamond jubilee. Jamaica reach 60. Ladies and gentlemen, stand and salute the black, green and gold. It was a hard road to travel. Look at where you're coming from. Little by little, things on the rubble. Look at the country we become. Through many dangers, toils and snare. Thank the Lord who took us here. It was a hard road to travel. Bit by bit, we're getting there. Oh my Lord, look at how we've grown from 62. We've been on our own. Sweet Jamaica and God alone, who has taken us to this milestone. Now we have reached the age of 60. Things got broken, but we fix it. Brick by brick, like mortar, we mix it. Took some chances, some did risk it. Eternal Father, bless this land as we approach this year's celebration. It was a hard road to travel. Look at where you're coming from. Little by little, things on the rubble. Look at the country we become. Through many dangers, toils and snare. Thank the Lord who took us here. It was a hard road to travel. Bit by bit, we're getting there. I look around.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay. So the competition is getting warm.
Oh,
So
yes.
1-1 is the stage name for Milton Ray. Now, in this case, Milton Ray is the performer, he's the writer, and he's also the producer.
Wow.
So, as we say in Jamaica, if he should be chosen the winner, he walks away with a whole hog.
Oh,
Because just the digress, of course, you know that the prize money is $3 million, which is shared a
okay.
million for the performer, a million for the writer, and a
And
million
then
for the
for the
producer.
producer. Okay.
So, given that he controls all three avenues, then if he is chosen the winner, then he stays
Wow.
well.
So wait,
Look at that.
And of course, Orchid Diamond Jubilee is George Hewitt. And in this case, it is quite a different scenario whereby each play their own role.
Okay.
George Hewitt is the performer, Carol Panton is the writer, and Gladstone Wright is the producer. So, quite a difference between the two that you
Yes.
just played just now.
All right. All right. Let's continue. We have four more to go. So we have what's this? Interest with Rock to the Beat. And then we have Nitikochi Defend Jamaica. Let's hear them.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica. Yeah, me nah run left, yeah. Them always doubt we, and the whole wide world know about we. Love Jamaica, nah sell it out, yeah. So me born and grow, so yeah, fi me country. Them always doubt we, and the whole wide world know about we. Love Jamaica, nah sell it out, yeah. So me born and grow, so yeah, fi me country. Car. Yeah, we have fun, beautiful beach with the river that run. Never seen no snow, but we got the hot sun. Aki and saltfish, some don't got none. Them send a lot of tourists, we no start none. East Indian, yes, with the June plum. Ever unite because we now fight. We's a small country, but we now back down. Everybody rock to the beat. Sweet reggae music. Jamaicans do it, so we would never lose it. Everybody rock to the beat. Sweet reggae music.
Sweet. Next
wow.
one.
Diamond Jubilee, Jamaica done 60. I wish it was violent free. Put up your one if you say good over evil. Praise the Lord and read up your Bible. Festival bring a joy to the people. The Diamond Jubilee is a blessing. I will forever defend Jamaica, and it no matter anywhere I go. The black, green and gold deep in my soul. I love Jamaica more than you know. Put up your one if you say good over evil. Praise the Lord and read up your Bible. Festival bring a joy to the people. The Diamond Jubilee is a blessing. Come for me now. Ready fi go celebrate the Diamond Jubilee. Like we do it in a peace and do it in a safety. Remember say Jamaica we just turned 60. So the crime and all the violence make we put it back away. None of them no nice and them no pretty like a way. What up our others, me say me love me country. Me nah no interest to live cause the same. No love Jamaica like me. Put up your one if you say good over evil. Praise the Lord and read up your Bible. Festival bring a joy to the people. The Diamond Jubilee is a blessing. I will never support them violence, and I will never give them no strength. Free up Jamaica, we need enjoyment, joy and excitement all over this land. Put up your one if you say good over evil. Praise the Lord and read up your Bible. Festival bring a joy to the people. The Diamond Jubilee is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I see
Good
Mrs.
over
Curtin is ready
evil.
for
Yeah, man,
the
them sound
celebration, you know.
good.
See my flag.
But interesting that you put those two together because we do have some noted persons in the entertainment industry connected to both those songs.
Oh,
Nice.
Interest is Davian Bent, and he's the performer and also the writer of the song Rock to the Beat. But interestingly now, the producer is Lloyd James and of course King Jammies, that is well known in our music industry.
Yes.
So
Yes.
King Jammies is basically producing that for him. In respect to Naughty Kochi, Defend Jamaica, Andrew Reid, and he is the performer. And from our entertainment history, the writer and producer for that song is Richie Stevens.
Richie
Okay.
Stevens.
So Richie
Yes.
Stevens,
So
if this one
in
wins,
those
he
two, we have
gets.
two noted
Okay.
personalities in our music history participating in those.
Ah, amazing. All right. Let's round it out with these final two. Rory Stamp, Bring Back the Love, and Sakaj, No
Yes.
When a Nice Like Yard.
And to be noted, that's our female in the competition.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Yes.
So
we got
she's
a
going to round it
female.
off tonight.
Lovely.
Hello.
Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. And I your mother and your father, so that your days may be longer. Love your sister and your brother, love yourself and your neighbor. Heads of government come together, we need to build a strong Jamaica. We economy could be better. Come Jamaica, let's work together. Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring back the love, bring it back, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring it back, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring it back, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. Bring back the love, bring back the love, bring it back, bring back the love in a feel we jam down. Bring back the love. Let's show love to each Jamaican. Let's bring back the old tradition. Community welcome policeman. We only used to carry a baton. When people used to live as one, me and my neighbor share the same yam. Never used to have no that man, no borders or division. Love, love, bring back the love. Bring back the love, bring back the love. Bring it back, bring back the love in a few we jam down. Bring back the love, bring back the love. Bring it back, bring back the love in a few we jam down. Bring back the love.
Right, bring back the love.
Hey, 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 hey. No one a nice like that. No, 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 no. What a time to be Jamaican. Beauty of the nation. Make all my other worries fade away. Hopping at the Jeep, drop the top on the seat, feel the breeze, take a drive through the country. Look how much fruit, pan trees and fish there. She tell me how me feel hungry. I'm say look on the lush vegetation, what them call bush, yeah me call that luxury. Step out of the bright sunshine that a glow on my skin, all the rays just a hug me. Oh, what a time to be Jamaican, beauty of the nation. Make all my other worries fade away. Oh, the dollar might no bossy, but we know say charge a love come with blessings at the end of every day. No one a nice like yard.
That's right. No When a Nice Like
Okay.
Yard.
Of course, of course, of course.
Put that one on me, man.
Or we can
Oh,
use
I'm
that one to
telling
take
you.
us out.
Of course, yes.
Beautiful,
So,
beautiful.
Bring Back the Love, of course, is Rory Stamp, and with his team, the stage name just Stamp, and he is both the performer and the writer, and
Okay.
Sidney Thorpe is the producer. Another well-known name in our music
Music
fraternity.
industry.
And
Yeah.
of course, as Mrs. Curtin indicated, the sole female in the competition, Sakaj, and so that's Denise, and she is the performer and the writer,
Yeah.
and the producer is Newell Morgan. So That's it for our 10 finalists as you have played them.
Wow.
And I know the competition is warming up as it is now.
Indeed. I love the dynamics, and you can see and hear the different elements of the
Yes, and as you
culture.
can see, each
Yes,
of the song brings forward an element of Jamaica's
that's
culture and operation in a different dynamics.
indeed.
They all have their unique way.
Right. And the messages are really, really powerful, especially now. Right. Indeed. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, the judges have their hands full. Right. All right. So, what happens next? So, Hill, leading up to the final.
Well, there are a number of things that will take place. Of course, the time frame is limited. The first major activity, as far as the public is concerned, will be on the 14th of July, and that's not far away,
No,
right?
Next week.
Because very
Thursday.
limited time.
Yeah.
So we have already gone and arranged a number of photo shoots and recordings and so forth in order to promote the performers and the respective songs. So on the 14th of July is what we refer to as the performance show, because on that occasion, each of the finalists will come and be able to present their song to Jamaica. It will be done, presented on TVJ,
Okay.
and then Jamaica will be able to,
PBCJ also.
yes, on
Yeah.
PBCJ, yes, of course, thank you. And Jamaica will then be able to start voting. Voting, it may be possible that voting may start before, but if
Okay.
not, certainly on the 14th, the voting will start, and it goes up until the 28th. The
Wow.
28th is the final show, which is a show when the winning song will be selected. Our festival song for this, our 60th anniversary, will be selected on the night of the 28th of July. And just to add, that's the night when we open our Independence Village,
Which
which will be at the arena. And so that's the first activity in the village for this independence celebration.
all right. So that's excitement coming up for the festival song. Well, it's gonna be exciting. No matter how short the period is, it's gonna be a really exciting one. Right.
And
And
if I can add,
certainly.
Mrs. Witter, for that show, we will be opening to the public. So, as Mr. Hill said, it's the opening of the Independence Village. So, we're inviting as many persons to look out. They still have to have a ticket. So, tickets will be distributed. So, they just have to make sure they find the locations for tickets and get those tickets and join us live at the National Indoor Sports Center.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. And this is a nice segue into the Jamaica 60 celebration. What's on the calendar?
Oh, yes. Very nice. As we said, we're going to open the Independence Village. We're going to start with the festival song finals, and we're expecting it to be a dynamic show. I'm expecting the set to be exciting. Somebody was earlier asking me what is gonna be special about Jamaica 60. I believe the whole setup is gonna be bling. It's a diamond jubilee.
Diamond.
So you gotta come out to see that. And then when that starts, open the village, our next grand celebration is going to be on Saturday, the 30th, when we do the gospel Jamaica Gospel Star Finals. So we will be featuring our gospel songs, and we will select a winner for that too. And during the week, we open with the Emancipation Vigil on the Sunday night. So persons can join us in the village just the same and view what will be happening down in Civil in St. Anne's Bay, because we're going to be featuring our usual Emancipation Jubilee Vigil, as we call it, leading into Emancipation Day on August 1.
If I may
Yes,
interject,
yes,
Winsome, I
that's a
don't know
special
if you have
program
ever attended the Emancipation Vigil at Seville. Have you
Civil
ever?
Great House.
No.
Well, I extend an invitation to you to come down and be a part of that experience.
That
It,
should
it,
be.
it is one that takes you back to part of our history and our
Oh,
heritage, right? But you have to be prepared to
Spend all
spend the night,
night.
to spend the night,
yes, a
because we go
vigil.
right through until
Yes.
morning.
Yes, I've been to one in Clarendon, so I know.
Okay, okay.
Yes, it's not a
All
vigil
right.
unless you cross over into the next day.
Right, 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 right.
Oh,
So
And
I extend the invitation to you, and I will ensure that Mrs. Curtin follows up with you
yes,
and
I
that you
will.
make
So she
yourself
can
available.
actually
all right.
experience the civil one,
Yes.
experience it at the Civil Great House grounds. And
Okay.
and that will take us into Emancipation Day, and that evening we'll be hosting the finals of the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition. So that again, I know is another program that you know quite well and love. You've assisted us in many years in selecting
Yes.
Clarendon Queen, so I know you will be looking forward to that. And
Right.
we
But ahead of that, I saw where we're gonna be having the queens. We're having a live Instagram live. JCDC has an Instagram live tomorrow at noon.
Yes, yes,
Yes, with
that's
all the parish queens. So we don't want
all
to
the
miss
parish
that.
queens. Voting, voting is a big part of the
Yes.
competitions that we're doing. As Mr. Hill had indicated, for festival song, we're going to have voting this year. So it will also be the adjudicators and the votes that determine the festival song winner. And with the festival queens, it will be more like to select the most popular
Hello.
on
Right.
social media and so on. So all the programs will be on social media. Everyone, especially our website, they make sure, they go to see where else they can look
Yes.
in. And all the programs will be broadcast live. We have television will be assisting us. We have PBCJ, and we also have, what's the other? Oh lordy, I think all of them is PBG CJ.
PBCJ.
All
Okay.
right, and of course live streaming, of all the shows.
Right. Awesome.
But just to round off that week in the Independence Village on the Tuesday, and I must say, on the Emancipation Day to August 1, we'll be opening the August morning market. That used to be a
Yes.
feature,
Yes.
on the Jamaican calendar during Independence celebration. We're bringing that back for the Jamaica60. So everybody can just plan to come out, especially those in Kingston, plan to come out and participate in that. Then it's Festival Queen in the night on August 2, or old school dance hall. And then we have Mellow Go Round, another popular program over the years. It is
Yes.
a staple in our independence celebration, where we bring all the winners out of our performing arts festival to be a part of the celebration and showcase their talents and skill. And the celebration continues with a jubilee, praise, and worship. Jamaica, we need that praise and worship
Oh,
at this
yes.
time, to pull back the elements of evil that might be around us. And we're going to praise and worship during this
Right.
Jamaica Independence celebration, and close, of course, with grand gala. We
Oh,
close with the grand gala. And I must say, all our parishes will be replicating as many of these activities as possible. So if you're not able to join us in Kingston for the activities, and you can stay at home and relax, but in your community, you can join the parishes as they also will bring to us some of the grand celebrations.
And just to mention one additional activity, which I think is a special one for this, our 60th anniversary, is on August 1 is scheduled as Float Day.
Oh,
So
yes,
we have the
yes.
floats coming back,
wow.
which is something that I know
Yes.
Jamaican people have really gotten attached to. We have not had that for several years. So August
Yes.
1 is Float Day, where we get a
Wow.
chance to be a part of the float moving through Kingston.
Oh, I thought we are gonna be floating across the island.
You never can tell. That may very well happen.
That would be something amazing. Awesome. All right, but there's an important thing that I need to point out that I saw on the website under the festival song competition in that page, where the participants are directed to Jams, Jacob, and what's the other entity? Jamaica Music Society, and there's another
Yes,
one,
yes. What
WIPO,
well,
right? Which is
um,
very important based on the areas protecting their rights since
yes,
they're the
exactly,
Yes.
producers
exactly.
and all of that. I
So
thought that was very
part of the process
useful.
is that
Yes,
we seek to give guidance to all our finalists to ensure that they, if they have not registered before, so
yes,
they can get registered with these entities, because that is really the method through which they will protect and ensure that they receive future earnings from their hard work. So we do provide assistance in terms of gathering information. Firstly, to just find out if they are members. If they
right.
are not members, they will provide assistance in completing and getting them registered and so forth, so that their personal interests are actually taken care of.
That is really commendable. I saw that and I thought I'd make note of it because that's very important. And for
Yes,
the aspiring entrance, yes,
yes,
that's
definitely.
additional guidance that you receive. So you
Yes.
don't just go into the competition, but you get support, right? In terms of the videos that are produced, that's done through JCDC.
Well, yes, we would normally be producing videos for each of the finalists. But as you recognize, the time between now and when we must select the winner
Right,
is extremely short. And to take on the task of getting videos done for all of this, there really would not be a time for the videos to be in circulation to really benefit from the process. And
right.
yes, it is good to have the videos so it can be a part of our record of our history.
Yes,
But at this time, I think for this year, we most likely will not have videos for the respective songs. What we have been doing nonetheless is arrange for interviews to be done with each of the finalists and to
right.
have them perform different sections of their song, and to have those available as short interventions that can be had as part of the promotion of the respective songs. So that's just a modification, but not really to have full length music videos.
Okay. Well, at least it gives them an opportunity to let us know a little bit more about them as individuals, right?
Yes,
Which is
yes,
helpful.
yes. So
Yeah.
Jamaica can not just listen to them performing, but to know about the person behind it.
All right. The rising JCDC stars.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Yes. This is really great. And I have to applaud the team because with all that happened with COVID and planning these grand events and the short time frame and all of that, and I know the crunch on resources all around, and we're still able. As Jamaicans, we are really resilient people.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Resourceful.
And as you mentioned, resources, because given all the work that has to be done and so forth, the allocation from the government is really never enough. So we do applaud, and certainly in our respective independence activities, we have had a number of persons who come on board in one way or the other to support
Right.
our activities, and we do express the greatest appreciation for all the support that we have gotten. Just to make one addition and statement as I'm speaking, it comes to mind that in selecting the winner, I mentioned the issue of voting earlier on, but
Right.
just to say, in terms of the final selection, it will be a combination of actually judging and the public voting. All right,
Okay.
so that will be a combination of both. So the votes from the public is important, but also we ensure that the professional assessment
Is
of
done.
the songs and everything is also there. So we mix the two elements in selecting the final winner.
That is good because we still want to ensure that the
The
technical
public has a
abilities
say
want
in
to,
terms
right.
of
Yes, voting.
which song is their song.
That's right. This, that's something that is really a part of our culture, because I
Yes.
remember I used to know all 10 of them when it gets to that point because they'll be playing on the radio and you can't help but hear them and you'll be singing them. You catch on to them and you'll be singing them, and that's the beauty about it. Oh Lord, it's amazing. No, it's not just on radio, it's on TV. They're going to be doing interviews. And
Yes,
all right.
yes, yes,
Do
yes.
you support them in terms of preparing for these interviews?
Yes, definitely. And it's part of the process where we do, because although it is a professional competition, but we recognize
Yes.
it is an area where a number of young talent get the necessary exposure. And
Yes.
so, while the experienced performers may be fully aware of all the various techniques, but for the younger or newer persons to the competition and to the entertainment scene, we do provide guidance and assistance in terms of speech, delivery, your performance on stage, and all the different elements to the person going out there and performing and delivering. Ensure that you're using your microphone properly so you get the best effect from what you actually need to come out from the sounds that you are communicating. So we do provide much of those training to all the contestants.
Awesome. The JCDC way of doing things, always improving. And we have so many of our entertainers, performers in general that have come through JCDC in
Yes, yes,
from to
yes.
one avenue or the other. Delia Harris comes to mind quickly in terms of She was
That's
Festival
Festival
Queen.
Queen was
Queen.
Catherine. Yes.
Yes, and she's in
Um,
the creative
Several.
arts.
Yeah,
There's so many.
Mrs. Curtin before you is
Yes,
Oh,
also a former festival queen.
yes,
for
For
Westmoreland
Westmoreland,
and
yes, of
yes.
second at
course.
the national
A number of
final.
persons. Jenny has gone
Jenny,
through.
Jenny
Jenny,
was
Mr.
national.
Yes.
Tomlinson.
Um,
Yes.
of course, in terms of festival song, Roy Ryan,
Oh,
Oh,
yes. And
yes,
Eric
all of the
Donaldson,
names,
the Eric
Of
Donaldson,
course,
the
Eric
king of
Donaldson.
festival song.
Yes, so a number of those persons have actually come through the one avenue or the other.
or the other.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. All right. I am
Also, in
just
terms of gospel, you know,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Gospel.
yes,
gospel is an area
Marvelous
that we really
arts.
unearth a lot of talent.
Yes.
yes. I'm just so happy to be a part of this
Yes,
group of individuals who's helping to preserve our culture and helping
Thank
to
you.
unearth too, because there's
Yes.
so many. We have a bunch of talented people in our
In
yeah,
country.
definitely,
Jamaica, I'm
definitely,
telling you.
definitely, definitely.
Yes, a lot of
The
untapped
talent
talents too.
exists throughout the length and breadth of our country. We
Right.
just have to go out, identify, and give persons an opportunity to express themselves.
Indeed. Yes. And we can start, I believe, starting at the community level in terms of the different organizations, because there's so
Yes.
many community groups. So it's just to ensure that they're kept aware of the different avenues and how they can access and get them involved so we can help to strengthen what we already have.
Yes, yes, yes,
That's our
definitely,
major, major
definitely.
mandate, unearthing, going throughout the communities, unearthing, finding those talents, and then helping to develop and to promote. So some of the in terms of the development, a lot of our competitions is the means by which we
Yes.
help to develop, and then the promotion are like in the entertainment arts when you get the
Yes.
festival queen, the festival song, the gospel song, and so we promote them, and they're trained in how they perform on stage. It is a great platform. And
In,
the JCDC, we are happy to have been a part of this preservation all these many years.
indeed. Because
Yes,
interestingly,
definitely. I think
yes,
even as the different competitions that are run throughout the schools
That
during the course of the
foundation,
year, and not
foundation.
only schools, with clubs and so forth, as simple as photography, we do
Yes.
have opportunity to develop that talent among our people to become photographers and to look at
okay.
how best to capture your image. And also we have competitions that deal with that as well, as simple as you take it, because
And
it
and
is an interesting era.
Oh,
And
yes.
Mr. Hill, that reminds me right away. Tomorrow is the culinary arts competition,
Yes.
and we're doing the food festival at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center. So there we go, culinary arts. Identifying all the people with the cooking, and let me tell you, we have some international chefs who have
Yes.
passed through the JCDC Culinary Arts Competition. This is one of the competitions too that has a history with our independence celebration. It's coming from way back in the 60s, you know. And tomorrow we'll be at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center doing the finals of the Culinary Arts Food Festival, we call it. And we're going to be featuring breadfruit, one of the best
What
food.
about breadfruit?
I love my breadfruit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it goes with almost everything.
Oh,
Almost
Yes,
everything.
yes, yes,
oh, yes.
yes.
So those of us who,
A few years ago, in one of our culinary competitions, we
yes,
featured um, jackfruit,
the
and
jackfruit,
you'll be
yes,
surprised the amount of ways in which the jackfruit can be used,
recipes. Yes,
and
I
Yeah.
most of
remember
those
that
were on
too.
display.
Yes, because I learned recently of all the nutritional values of jackfruit. So all these years, because of the high aroma, I used to stay clear of it. Now I embrace it because of the
Yes, the
nutritional value.
values, the
Yes,
nutritional
yes,
values.
yes.
Yes,
And if I may, we're
sure.
coming close to the end, but I would
Yes,
love to also promote the fact that we're inviting Jamaicans, offices, agencies, organization to also dress up Jamaica in our
yes.
Jamaican colors. We call that the spirit of
Of
independence. And
independence.
so we're
Yes.
asking also those who will be viewing and watching your program, encourage everyone to dress up their spaces in the Jamaican color. And who to tell, you might be a winner.
Okay.
You might be a winner. And we encourage everyone to wear their colors during the independence, the special independence celebration.
All
Bling
right.
So
it,
Is there any special
colors.
the
color for
ladies,
this?
the ladies love to dress up. So Mrs.
Yes.
Curtin is just extending it and say,
Yes,
dress up your
Yes.
buildings.
dress your
Are there any specific
spaces.
colors for this year? I know
We are
sometimes.
promoting the black, green, and gold, but because
Okay.
it's Diamond Jubilee, you can do what, be creative with the black,
Okay.
green, and gold. Add all the bling you can
The
on the
bling.
Diamond Jubilee.
Okay.
So, wow, just
Diamonds
wow the
are
place.
forever. Amazing, great. And I must share that a couple of weeks, it was last week, we had the Queens from Clarendon, the Queen and the first runner up on the program. And the Queen, when I looked at her profile,
Yes,
she has been in JCDC for the longest while. When you
right
look
from
at it,
baby, right?
yes, the creative arts, every area you can think of, she's there. So I was like, okay, here is another JCDC commissioner in the making.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
she wants to be an
And really,
ambassador for Jamaica. So
yes,
great stuff.
definitely. And certainly with the Festival Queen, it provides a great opportunity for young ladies, to build their confidence,
Yes.
and know that they can get out there and they can own their own as they, present and deliver their different talent in the
And their
competition.
projects. Yes.
Yes.
Their
And
projects.
as I said, that's also an area that a lot of coaching takes place in terms of
Yes,
guiding these young ladies. A lot
amazing.
of coaching takes place.
All right. This has been great. Love the rap. All right. So we do this first Thursdays of each month here in the Culture Corner, where we look at a different element of what's happening as we seek to unearth and to protect, preserve our culture. Right. So stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you subscribe, set your notification to join us again. Sir Hill, Lady Curtin, it's
Thank
been my pleasure sharing space with you here on the Serenity Resource Connector. We do this every Thursday in this space with a different partnership. Second Thursday next week, we're going to be having another discussion with the JCF Clarendon Division where we look at community safety and security. So you don't want to miss that. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, before the 1 hour mark runs out, let's listen to our female in the competition as we close this episode.
When no nice like ya, when time easy and when time hard, countless trip but we take the broad. When no nice like ya, when no nice like ya, and if you're proud of your place, bust a dance. If a Jamaica you make bust a dance. Here on my feet, take a stroll on the beach, reggae music, a beat like Congo. Can't rock with vibes, yeah we high, we nice on the waves, we a rave till the sun go down. Yeah we do it and we prove it to them time after time. Anyway you see black, green and gold, it a shine. Grab your shades, mind your blind, but a skank, but a wine, but a blank. Giving thanks on the river, on the bank, on the beach. That's how we do it. get anywhere with the vibes and leave. If on a level where them just can't reach, and them marks so we do it, some things can't teach. Time to be Jamaican, the beauty of the nation. Make all our worries fade away. Though the dollar might not boss it, but we know say Jaja love we come with blessings at the end of every day. No one not nice like God, no one not nice like God. When time is here, when time hard, countless trip when we take our blood. Not nice like God, no one not nice like God. And if you're proud of your place, what's a dance? If a Jamaica, you make what's a dance? No one not nice like God, no one not nice like God. When time is here, when time hard, countless trip when we take our blood. Not nice like God, no one not nice like God. And if you're proud of your place, what's a dance? If a Jamaica, you make what's a dance?
All right.
We're
No one
gonna
of
Yes.
us backyard.
So,
All
as it
right.
said, make sure say you go out and bust a dance this
That's
independence.
right. Oh, yes. As we bring back the love, we defend Jamaica, rock to the
That's
beat.
Yes.
Diamond Jubilee 60. I'm a proud Jamaican out of many. Jamaica nice again. Jamaica sweet again. That's the
Jamaica.
top 10.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Song competition. So let's see who will take it home. All right.
Yes.
Thank you all
Definitely,
again.
definitely. All right, thanks for having me. Certainly, I did enjoy spending time with you
Awesome.
and enjoy it.
And thanks for the partnership with Culture Corner. Every first Thursday, we'll be here to promote Jamaica and its culture.
Jamaica. All right. Awesome. Take care.
Okay, then.